Hi, I'm Kristen Arnett, an international makeup artist and healthy beauty expert. I'm here with my model, Susan. What we're targeting today is really how to do skin preparation and makeup to minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles on the face. Because as you know, over 40, the skin changes, you have a beautiful smile, you laugh, right? There's going to be some sort of lines happening on the face, but what you don't want is for your makeup to bring them out and make them like zebra stripes. So we're gonna roll things back, take you to this before, and show you how to achieve this beautiful after effect using products from Navigo, which is an online retailer. It's community focused on brands that have a sustainable mission in the world. So they're creating products that are safer for you and the planet. As a first step, one of the most important things you can do when you're dealing with fine lines around the mouth is make sure that that skin is really well exfoliated and hydrated. So we're gonna start with the Kiss Me Honey Exfoliating Lip Balm. It's 100% USDA organic ingredients inside of here. Doing it in little circles, all around the mouth, even a little bit above the lip ridge. How's that feeling?
Nice, yeah.
Does it taste sweet?
It does.
Okay, so technically you could probably eat it. You probably want to avoid eating it, but it's totally safe for use around your mouth area. Lightly take it off with a damp cloth. You don't want to over scrub the lip area and make it all red. That would just sort of defeat the purpose. Tell me how they feel.
Smooth.
Yes, and that is exactly what you want in order to prepare your lips to receive hydration. So we're gonna use the Bios Apothecary Coconut Lip Therapy as your lip balm. And it's got avocado oil in it, hemp, and other really hydrating botanicals that are just gonna just plump the skin and reduce the appearance of fine lines as well. The next step in preparing the skin for moisturizer is to use a rose hydrosol such as this one from Anoka. And this hydrosol features the essence of rose petals and also lotus flower, which is an ingredient you don't hear much about, and it's really beautiful for the skin.
It feels really nice.
Oh, lovely. I'm so glad. It's important to have ritual in your skincare, and a lot of people skip this step, but it's very important. Okay, the next step is moisturizer. We're gonna be using this one that's called Feels Like a Facelift from Herbal Glow. And it was formulated by two pharmacists, a father and son team, who are using a proprietary blend of South African bark to help rejuvenate the skin. Using a moisturizer like this is very important, not just because you want to take great care of your skin, but before you do makeup, it's gonna help soften fine lines and wrinkles. And that way, anything that you put on top is just gonna look that much better. A step you absolutely can't miss is putting on an eye cream, and this one from Bios Apothecary is their Clary Sage Eye Cream. It's got caffeine for firming the skin, you know, if you're dealing with any puffiness, green tea, which is filled with amazing antioxidants that protect the skin from environmental damage, and it has retexturizing plant ingredients that help fight fatigue under the eye. So I'm just gonna put a couple dabs with my ring finger right under the eye, and Susan, I'm gonna have you use your ring finger and tap in right along the ocular bone, very light pressure. And here you're stimulating the under eye area, and the cream is gonna work its magic, also helping to reduce the appearance of fine lines. It actually seems to brighten and illuminate the under eye. It has an effect almost as if they've put in light reflecting particles, but this all natural formula is just using nature to give that brightening luminosity. Okay, so how is your skin feeling now that we've put just all the moisturizer on it?
Yeah, it's so soft.
Yes. And that's exactly how you want your skin to feel before you even bother putting makeup on it. Little known secret, you can actually use a concealer like this one from Mayor Naturals that's hydrating for the skin as your foundation. When you have this amount of moisturizer on first, just use a little brush that you would normally use for your foundation into the concealer and apply directly to the face. And because this is a hydrating concealer, you're not gonna be putting anything that's cakey and dry on the face, which would only exacerbate fine lines that you're trying to minimize the appearance of. And I love that they use all natural ingredients. They are gluten-free and vegan.
Do you have to use a brush for concealer or foundation?
No, you could definitely use your fingers. In fact, I'm a big fan of not relying on tools all the time. I'm using a brush here because it's just a little easier to spread around, but you could actually just as easily put your finger in and blend like that. Now I'm just gonna take the concealer, like you would any concealer, and dab a little bit more under the eye area. And you can see that it's really got a lot of luminosity. We have just moisturized the skin. We're using this Hydrating Nair Naturals concealer. This is looking really good, at least I think, and I'd love for you to take a look. What do you think?
Wow. My skin is glowing.
Yeah.
And I can't even see the wrinkles.
Yeah. And I mean, of course they're still there, right? Makeup doesn't take them away, but now our emphasis is on something else. When you have this beautiful luminosity to your skin. Do you know what's inside of this little paper tube? It is gonna be your new cream eyeshadow. So this is from Naked Truth Beauty. And we're just gonna apply a little bit on your lid. And what it's gonna give you is more glow, but it's going to give a bit of color too. And so this is another great way of not accentuating fine lines and wrinkles that you don't want to accentuate. Because when something has organic shea butter and coconut oil in it like this does, it really mimics the skin's natural moisture, and you just get a much different finish than you do with a powder shadow. I really suggest with your eye shape that you put a little bit of this color over your brow bone, because that's going to give a little bit more lift and just dimension to your eye in a really beautiful way. So again, Naked Truth Beauty. This is a beautiful lip and cheek color that we're gonna use. Same organic, very hydrating ingredients. We're gonna put it both on the cheek and the lip. You don't need too much on the cheek. You just wanna have enough to give a little bit of that flushed look. Oh my gosh, looking at your skin up close, I mean, you should just see it. It looks like all of this life came back to it, and it's more bouncy, and it's exactly what we're going for.
Yeah, I can feel it.
So now this is a really subtle lip color on you, but I think it works in terms of not doing anything too much on the face. Now, a lot of people would be tempted to put a highlighter on at this point, but your skin is so glowing that I don't want to do that. I really want to just put a setting powder on, like this one from Gia Minerals, only in the places where you need it. So we retain the natural highlight that's happening on the skin from all of the skin nourishing ingredients we've been using from the skincare and the makeup, and then just calm it down in places by mattifying it. Whenever you're doing a setting powder, you want to put the powder directly onto the puff and then roll it onto the skin. And this is particularly helpful for those little micro lines under the eye, you know, the laugh lines, which you laugh a lot and I love. So we don't want to get rid of our expression. We don't want to erase the fact that we have life and laughter in the face, but just by flattening out a little bit of that shine, we're really gonna just create much more of an even area, and the makeup won't slip and slide as much. So I put a little bit of the Silk Pearl Finish Veil right onto the puff, and then I use this lid to kind of get the excess off so that I can apply it directly onto the face. And you notice that the areas that I'm targeting are really right underneath the eye, around the nose, a little bit on the upper lip and the chin. Because if you don't get the upper lip, while you still want glow there, you don't want it to look like you've been sweating. And then it's always helpful to get right in between the brow and a little bit above the brow too. But just avoid this area because you don't want to get rid of that gorgeous highlight. So now I want you to see what a massive effect doing just a little bit of powder in the right places has.
Oh, wow.
It's like it created a soft focus diffusion, right? I mean, look at this. Your skin is just, it's as if we put a filter on. Off camera, I finished out Susan's eyebrows, put a little bit of mascara on, and that's it. She's looking really good. Now let's remember what she looked like before, and we did all the skin prep and then the makeup, and now this is our beautiful after. Well, I hope you learned a lot from this video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you know when we come out with more videos like this. And if you're curious about all the things we used on Susan's face, you can click on the description below and you will be taken to a page on navigo.com with everything listed out. Thank you so much for watching.